Welcome back to another episode of Unsafe Space. I'm here with Jason Wojo, 8-figure entrepreneur. As a 7-figure entrepreneur, I'm here to learn a lot today. Somebody who's done 9 figures in client revenue via the power of digital advertising. Jason, good to have you here, Boston.
It's good, bro. Yes, sir.
How's
Excited
Dallas?
for
Uber suck.
Uber sucked. Yeah. I got a $5 an hour idiot driving me around, so that wasn't really exciting.
No.
Dude, we were at the airport and I'm like, dude, we're in departures. Zone 33. He's like, I'm in arrivals. And I'm like, okay, go upstairs. Comes upstairs, sees us waving at him, and he just fucking drives right past us.
Oh no.
Goes back around again. Called him 3 times on the Uber app. The guy was an idiot. That's why he's an Uber driver.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand, right? Like, you're where you're at for a reason.
Yeah.
You are deserving of what you get.
Yeah, I felt a little bad because he was like a really nice guy. But I was like, bro, nice guys always finish last. Yeah. Like, he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, all right, it's all good, dude. But then I realized, like, you're just so nice to where people just take advantage of you.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah. I believe. So a lot of people, because you've been around and like killing it and like quote unquote popular for so long, I think a lot of people forget where you started. So I want to kind of start from the beginning. Let's talk about childhood upbringing. Like, how did we get to this person?
Well, when I grew up in New York, upstate, not like New York City. And it was in like Newburgh. My parents never got divorced. Had like a really good like home relationship. Didn't have a good relationship with my sister though. We were never close at all. So yeah, I mean, to be fair, like she's a pain in the ass. That's why you don't really talk to her that much. So yeah, she basically like, wasted my parents' money, blamed my parents for why she's poor.
There you go. Victim mentality.
So,
The worst.
and that's been exciting. But I don't know, just like I was very like alone for most of my childhood. I was really good at basketball. That was one of the things I like attached myself to. And I was just here. Then, things didn't work out for me. I had an HGH disorder, didn't grow, didn't have puberty, human growth hormone deficiency.
Certain like low T?
Oh, yeah, really low T. Yeah, like to the point where I never hit puberty. So I only hit puberty once I was 19 after I took HGH shots. So it took me very long. Yeah. So I was 4'11" and like 73 pounds until I was like 18.
4'11".
Yeah, 4'11" and 73 pounds. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah.
That has to contribute to your drive. Like that.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I got like bullied a lot when I was younger for sure, and it definitely sucked.
Yeah.
And like also, dude, when you're getting picked on, you're like, okay, what's the fastest way for people to listen to you?
Get money.
Like get money. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to like build a business and have that kind of stuff. And then after that, I got into like cooking. Weird transition, but like I got into cooking because I needed a job when I was in New York, and like to be fair, I couldn't like sit behind desks and shit. Like I just didn't have like my ADD is like fucking bad. So I was like, all right, let me just like go somewhere where I can just make a little bit of money and like move around. So I worked in the kitchen. It was like a breakfast spot. Did that for like $6 an hour. Did that for about 2 years, and then I went to culinary school. I dropped out after a year because I was like, yo, I fucking hate cooking. It was so like, dude, school made me hate the thing that I thought I was gonna like. So like I would go to lab. We would do 3 labs a week, 6-hour labs, bro. Like 6-hour labs. So I felt like I was like working for fucking free. And then I was making food that I couldn't even eat when I was there. So I had to bring the food back to my room and then go heat it up and eat. I was like, this is fucking pointless. Like, I'm hungry. Let me eat. So basically dropped out, and then I got to like Pokemon card flipping.
Okay.
There's like a snowstorm.
What age are you at this point?
Shit. This is 2017, I think.
I have a hell old from
17. I'm 28 now, so about now is probably 20.
20.
So
no college, like just cooking, no college.
Yeah. So well, cooking, but then I went to culinary school and then I dropped out, then went to business school.
I got
because I got into Pokemon card flipping.
Business school as an undergrad.
Yes.
Yeah, I got to that.
Yeah. So that's where I decided to move back home with my parents, and I was doing just like eBay arbitrage, man.
Yeah.
Like it was just fun to open up packs and like go sell them and like make little profit.
Gary shit, yeah.
Yeah, it was just exciting. So I did that, and then I found like an ad from Ty Lopez, bought his SMA course. Yeah. And then I got into that space. And then ever since then, like it's just now we're here. I mean, I just took SMMA really seriously. I started doing like 7-day free trials, pitching business owners, free websites where I would like cough up money on a setup fee. So I would go to like Fiverr, buy a website, rebuild their current one, and then from there I try to upsell them on the ad management. And then I was making like $2,000 a month, maybe 2,000, 1,800 bucks a month, and then I moved out, and then I went to Orlando, and that's where I went like really hard.
Why Orlando?
When I was younger, I went on a cruise, and I was like, palm trees are cool. So wherever I move, I'll just go where there's palm trees.
Yeah.
And that's what made me want to go to Orlando. Plus, it was cheaper, man. Like Miami was too expensive.
Sure.
Tampa was too expensive. So I was like, oh, like Orlando's nice. Like Disney's here and shit. So I'll just go there. Plus, they had a basketball team. Like Tampa didn't have a basketball team. So I was like, all right, like I'll just go to Orlando so I can go to some games.
Yeah. Miami, it's tough because like you have to compete with people that want to waste money to appear that you have money.
Yeah.
And then you don't have money because you're doing that. So like when I see like my Miami guys, like I'm going back out there for Fresh and Fit and some other pods in April. And I'm like, dude, like I don't want to spend this much on an apartment at all.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of, and I'm from Cali, so it's super expensive.
Yeah.
Bay Area, Silicon Valley. But what I get here in Dallas is so much. Like my dreaming house here is like $5K a month.
Yeah.
It has everything. Pool, yard, everything you want. Like
Yeah.
good neighborhood. I think long term though, I need to be somewhere with a beach. I think you were in Tampa at a point though.
Yeah. Went Tampa, St. Pete. Did a little bit in Daytona Beach too for like 6 to 8 months.
But now you're Scottsdale or no?
Scottsdale.
Scottsdale. Why did you end up there?
It was more peaceful there. I get more bang for my buck. I didn't want to go to Texas. Like, I knew that it was cheaper, but like, I was like, dude, I can't get the home I got in Scottsdale in Florida for the same price.
Scottsdale is cool too.
It's a lot of cool, a lot of nice restaurants there too. Like, I enjoy it. Like, the environment's good.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with it. But it does get hot as hell in the summer, which gives us the excuse to go somewhere else. So like, what we're doing this year, we didn't do last year, because I just moved there 2 years ago. So this is like my second go at it in the summertime. Is we're just gonna do like a couple of months in San Diego instead. So like when it's hot as hell, yeah. Like when it's hot as hell in Arizona, dude, like the dogs can't be outside. Is basically like fuck
hell.
Yeah, it's basically hell. Yeah, basically. Uh, but yeah, we're gonna do San Diego and then do like a couple of weeks in Mykonos. We liked Mykonos. It was fun. Like the fucking hookah at the restaurants at the same time. Like I enjoyed Mykonos. I went to Rome. Rome was fucking trash. I don't know why people go there.
I need your international guy because that's my next step.
Yeah.
So you said no Rome.
Yeah, Rome was just boring for me. I mean, I don't know like how you enjoy your lifestyle, but it was just like everybody's so goddamn slow there.
Yeah, I can't deal with that.
And it was like the Vatican was nice to see. If you're gonna go to Rome, you should stop for one day and then bounce after. But like, don't stay a couple of days. There's really nothing there.
You been to Dubai or?
No.
No, not yet.
No.
I've heard. I mean, Tanner Chittister says his favorite city is Dubai.
Yeah, I mean, I heard it's gorgeous there.
Beach, everything's kind of futuristic. Business people,
Yeah.
culture makes sense. Okay, he keeps saying we. So I've seen clips of you talking about things when you were single, not anything crazy, but just saying like, for somebody that worked so hard for so long, like 5 years. I remember you said like 5 years. I was literally me and the laptop.
Yeah.
How did you get back into dating? Like, how did that transition happen for you?
I think just because I got older, just realized that I just like kind of had to be alone. I don't know.
And you
just,
didn't
like,
need to be anymore. You
I
were
didn't-
right.
Yeah, like also, dude, a lot of the reasons why I didn't date were because I was afraid of like, I was just afraid of like people only dating me because of money. So that was like one of the hardest things for me. When I was first getting off the ground, I was like, oh, like, I'm fucking broke. So I do, like, we were all men at some point. Well, we're still men, but we were all boys at some point. We had our fun. And that's what I did for a while, maybe like 2 years. And then, I understood that I had to get pickup. See, if you look at the best entrepreneurs, like, to be honest with you, like, they're just really good at pickup. Right. So like, if you don't know how to talk to women, like likely it is, you don't make any money. Right. And that's why I was like always against the gym. I'm like, bro, I hang out with some gym dudes. I'm like, you guys are fucking idiots. Like, you don't even talk to women.
For sure.
Yeah.
And this is the issue with that, right? If you're jacked and you don't get hot girls,
you're an idiot.
You're gay because you're like men at that point, right? Because men are gonna come. That's the only thing. The only thing you're gonna get is compliments from men. But I know these guys that are like I'm in good, like, decent human being shape, but they have
Yeah.
abs, whatever. But that's because started taking it seriously once I had money.
See, dude, the funny part is that I look at dudes that go to the gym and I'm like, that means that you're so busy at the gym that you don't give your business the right attention.
Boom.
I look at it as a way of like you're too distracted. People are like, oh, when I look at a guy and he's well in shape, I trust him more. I'm like, I think that motherfucker's more distracted and insecure.
But I also don't trust a fat piece of shit.
Yeah, well, like fat people, I
Go on.
like I'll just stay away from like fat people. I mean, you got a good hook
Yeah,
there. That was
yeah.
good.
You like yourself. You like yourself.
Like, dude, like, here's the thing. There's a difference. It's like, okay, you could waste time and you could have like really big muscles. It shows discipline.
Sure.
But like you could have discipline and still be an idiot.
Yes.
Like I look at how smart people are by the verbiage, their intellect, how they speak, how their hands move, like eye contact. Like I just look for things like that. Does this motherfucker really know what he's talking about? I'm not looking at the muscles. But if you're fat, that means that you're just like really unhappy and not okay with changing your circumstance. At least the person who was like skinny wanted to change the circumstance. With me, I don't see a problem with being skinny. Like
No, you're not unhealthy.
yeah, I'm not unhealthy. No, like I just don't. Here's the thing, bro. If you really look at the core methodologies of life, if you work out, doesn't guarantee you're gonna live longer. I've had a lot of friends who have worked out, got in car accidents that weren't even their faults and died. The gym didn't save them. It's like, dude, if I'm gonna die, it's just my time. And that's like part of faith and religion, and that's like, just part of my upbringing. Like, if it's my time, it's my time. And if I spend all this time in the gym to try to make myself live 10 years longer on average, was it really worth it?
That and also like the fallacy of protect and provide. Because like if somebody with like who's Jack comes and wants to fight me for my girl or like fight me in general, why don't I could just shoot him?
Yeah, you
If
could.
he's in
Yeah,
my house,
you could
right?
just shoot
I
him.
could, but I could shoot him anywhere. But like to be safe, I can shoot him in my house. So like, do we? I've never been in a fight because no one really wants to fight me.
Yeah, because you don't give them a reason to.
There's no and if they
There's no reason
do,
to.
like if you want to come, like whatever, like give me an issue. Like I had somebody give me an issue in a bathroom line like a long time ago, like 5 years ago. Um, I was with some girl, not my current girlfriend, but I was with one of my whatevers at the time, and she like heard me say something he didn't like and just wanted to check me in the bathroom line, and I was just like, "Eh." Like I gave him so little that he couldn't get more angry. So sometimes you have to ignore stupid people,
Yeah,
but there's other times you have to like challenge people online. Like I've seen you do it, right? Where it's just
yeah. I love challenging people,
yeah,
dude. I freaking love it. There was this guy, uh, hardcore closer. I don't know if you know who this guy is, bro. He runs like a funding company. He goes on a video of mine. This is really funny, dude. He goes on. He no, he didn't
he
stitch
goes
it.
on
He
the
goes
video.
on the
Okay.
video, goes in the comment section. He's like, yeah, it was about me talking about Andy Elliott. And he was like, oh, I know people who bought stuff from Jason and Andy that aren't happy. So then I check him in the DMs. I go in his DM. I'm like, bro, like, you don't even know who I am. You don't follow me. He's like, yeah, you're right. I don't know who you are. So then, why, if you don't know who I am, would you make a statement like that? And I'm like, bro, if you want to go on a podcast, like, we could do a debate.
Yeah.
I'm like, your trust pilot has 2.9 stars. I see that shit really not great. And he was like, nah, bro, I'm not about that.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, because you would have gotten fucked.
Very
That's
few
it.
people have evidence to back up what they say in the world, let alone when they're talking to people like us. Have you noticed that? Like
I
people
mean,
say
yeah,
words.
because people have opinions they hide behind the social media shit. Because people don't think that someone's going to challenge them. They're like, oh, if I have an opinion, you're supposed to respect my opinion because it's freedom of speech. But then if someone responds to you, they're like, okay, well then, let's try it.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you'll see like them back off, or you'll see them then say, oh, well, dude, it wasn't that serious. Like you took it that serious. It was a joke.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's actually not a joke. Also, it's better for content, bro. If you challenge people for content, it's way easier to get views.
Yeah, I've dropped crazy comments on other people's stuff, not in terms of like bashing them, but in terms of like a comment to somebody else's comment under the post, and I'll get like a bunch of likes and all the
Yeah,
followers from it.
it's
So
good.
it's like it's been engagement, and this is what social media is for. Like we should be debating.
Yeah.
We shouldn't just be like yes man, yes man, yes man, because then nobody grows. Let's dive into business for a second, because as someone who's doing multiple seven figures a year, very high ROAS on paid ads. Obviously, we can talk offline about how we can potentially do some stuff together for my business too. But you're the go to the shit. We all know that. What is your ideal customer?
So our ICP is it's coaches, consultants, service providers, course or info sellers. We also work with home service as well. And then, we also do like anything in the financial tax estate planning space too. We try to dabble in. That's like more one of our like more sub niches right now.
Okay, so like Carlton Dennis.
Yeah.
Okay, trading.
Trading we do, that's like a financial sector, but we just don't do like a ton of Forex right now.
That's fine. I do options.
Yeah. So Forex we stay out of because it's like the Facebook compliance is tough on Forex.
Facebook compliance stuff in mine too, but I had to.
Well, it's because the income claim, like the income claims are hard to get around. Like you wanna paste an income claim, but then Facebook's like, you're no shot. And that's where it usually comes down to like money and timelines. So like if you say, hey, look over my shoulder every morning as I trade futures and make an extra 10K a month, that's probably gonna get shut down if you start spending more money.
It has.
Right.
I
But
like
like,
get a Meta whitelist account too.
yeah.
Those. Yeah, obviously.
So instead, if you then said if you were like, look over my shoulder every morning as me and my students are landing 5-figure trades, that will probably get past it. You have to like word it differently. You got to play with it.
I've noticed this, and tell me if you've noticed this too. I could be completely wrong. When women say what I say for my ads, no problems.
Well, women have more leniency on the platform.
It's the
Well, it's not just the algo, but it's because of it's basically that Facebook believes it's like UGC or it's like a testimonial. Because more advertising than ever is more male dominant and male ICP audiences. And like also it's this thing of like, let's be real, we know the stats. Who does more chargebacks and refund requests?
men are
More men.
men for sure.
Men.
Yeah.
So Facebook gives these women more leniency because they know that these women won't charge back and not pay their shit.
I've never had a female chargeback habit. I think I've only had male chargeback.
I haven't had a female chargeback in fucking years.
That's
It's always the egotistical roidhead men who do it. So Facebook knows that, and that's why Facebook is also switching to monthly invoicing.
Yeah.
For some advertisers, like they're getting pushed to monthly because they don't want to deal with all the chargebacks.
Yeah.
Like people who are solopreneurs will run their own ads. They don't work, and then they're like, yeah, fuck the platform. I'm
Right.
like, no, you're just a dumbass. And then they do a chargeback, and they think that Facebook's not going to see. Bro, they see, and they shut your ad account down right away.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I did 200 to 250 a month, and I've never ran my own ads because I knew that's not my space, and I could either like, bro, I couldn't even deal with Meta. Like it was so complicated for my brain, like the same way I'm looking at this stuff on the screen right, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like that's not me. So I always had an agency. I've had the same agency forever. We do well, but like, talk about. Like I know you're the go to this shit, but for people that don't know you, why are you the person to hire?
I mean, the biggest thing with us is that we look at business acumen. So like when people say, oh, like, why should we choose you over another agency? You have to look at who has more business acumen. So if you're going to an agency that doesn't make the money that you want to be making, then odds are it is not a good choice, right? So like a lot of agencies they don't make 8 figures a year that post ads online. Like I know a lot of the people that are in this like Mount Rushmore of agencies. It's like me and like Eddie Malouf and then like Joel Kaplan. And basically everyone else under that does not make like over $1 million a month. They just don't because they don't have good team members. They don't hire A players. They don't have good leadership. They don't have good offers. They don't have good fulfillment. It's like a shit show, right? And then you have all these bottom feeder agencies. Okay. All these bottom feeder agencies that are just like, yeah, we run ads and it's way cheaper. And then like business owners look at that and they make a lot of decisions based on price.
Sure.
So like I look at business acumen. Like if I'm gonna hire anybody, I'm like, okay, cool. Like how much you make? Okay, well you make less than me. Then get the fuck out of here. Like I don't want to. That's just the way I look at it. If you can't get to the point where someone else is trying to go, then it's not even worth it. And then the second piece, man, is that we just have a lot of freaking proven results in over 90 plus niches. So we've ran ads in so many different niches and verticals that we don't just niche down. Like the amount of niches and verticals that we've had is absolutely absurd. And if we go in Slack and go to our client wins chat, we'd probably have like over 4,000 documented results. Like it's freaking crazy to where I can sit there with any business owner and dissect their business and go from front to funnel to back and like know what their problems are. And then, obviously fill the constraints.
How did you figure it out for so many niches? Because a lot of people specialize, but you're just like, hey, you have a business and you want to run paid ads. I can basically do it for you.
Yeah. Most important part is always offer, right? A lot of business owners focus on ads and they're like, oh, my creative, oh, my targeting. I'm like, bro, if your offer shit, none of this matters. Yeah. It doesn't matter anyway. So it's like, first part is always about offer. And I train the back end team more than anything on offers, ascension, and copy. Because as soon as we have the right offer, then we take the offer, put it on the headline and landing page. And then as soon as that's fermented, now we know that there's a control. We could A/B split test. We could actually like get more data from not just like sitting there going, oh, I believe this is what my offer should be. No one cares what your offer should be. They care about what offer they want to buy. Right. So, and then once that's done, then it's all about creatively scaling. So like now we know what message works. We know what landing page works. We know what headline works. All right, cool. Now we go into creative mode, which is like, all right, here's all the scripts, the hooks, the backgrounds. We could also use like AI based images. We could use memes. We could do GIF. Like we do so many things with creatives based on the message that actually converts the most. And then you're scaling your spend. You hook up Hyros. And then now you got to focus on systems and building a team. So now it's like, all right, my spend goes up. How do I build my sales team? How do I get setters? Like, what does this look like? What does my organic look like? Do people think I'm an authority? Like, there's so many other things that we help clients with. So I guess, yeah, it's more than just traffic, but yeah.
You've pivoted recently. I'm not sure if you, well, first of all, how much do you spend on ads for your own business? I'm not,
About, shit. It's about maybe 800 grand a month.
800 a month on ads?
Yeah, about 800K.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So then, can you say your revenue?
Yeah, I do about 1.8 a month.
1.8. So you're spending, okay, so you're over 2x.
Yeah, over 2x at scale.
But
Yeah.
at that scale.
And most people don't realize that at that scale, that's very good.
Yeah. That's
to have a 2x at that scale is
yeah.
pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, for somebody like me who at my peak before my account got shut down, I had to go meta whitelisted, I was spending 9K a month. Let's round it to 10. 10K a month, getting 100 cash back, and then I get 200 total from pods and other stuff. But what I'm asking is, I do a high ticket call. What we have closers. What you used to do before webinar became your thing. I'm not saying they're not. You know what I'm saying. The point is, how do you increase spend to get to that?
Okay, so if you're spending, if you're spending 10 grand a month, it's about $300 a day. What was your cost per call? It's got to be 60 to $75 if you got a closer.
The worst part is, bro, this is why I'm not.
Are you running DM ads?
No, VSL.
If you're running a VSL with $300 a day, let's just say your cost per call is $100.
Okay.
That means you're getting 3 calls a day.
Yeah,
okay. So we get 3 calls a day. Let's say 2 show up. I have to basically, to fill my closer's calendar, I have to be able to spend 3 times more to give him enough shows.
Correct.
Well, 4 actually. 8 calls, 45-minute demos with follow-up. So now I got to take my spend and times it by 4. So now I have to spend $1,200 a day. Like I have to, in order to give that closer enough sales conversations. So if I spend $1,200 a day, we know that as we like increase spend, your CAC is going to rise.
Yes.
So now if we have one closer that's in KPI, the next thing that I do is I'm like, all right, if I'm spending $1,200 a day, how much is your offer worth?
We have a 7K tier and a 14K tier.
Okay. So if we have a 7K, let's see here. So I take 7,000 divided by $1,200. So 5.8. Basically, I have to get a close every 6 days, which is basically 1 close a week to break even.
That's really easy.
Really easy. Yeah. So now the next constraint I'm going to figure out with you is like, do you have Hyros?
They don't. My agency uses something else. They should use Hyros.
Okay. Because Hyros is going to push the conversion data back. So yeah, you're wanting to get at Hyros because you're spending $300 a day. That's like the minimum for Hyros.
300 a day. Okay.
So if I'm at $1,200 a day now, my cost per calls might rise to like 150.
Okay.
So if I go $1,200 every $1,000 a day that you add, your costs go up a couple percent, basically.
Wait, so
Like every $1,000 a day you add on, your costs will go up like a couple of percent. So like that means if we spent now $2,400 a day, we divide that by 150, you'll get 16 calls a day. So if we get 16 calls a day at $2,400 a day, you could load up your calendar for 2 closers.
okay, with all that said, how aggressively can I go up in the numbers? Like, can I just jump from 300 to 1,200, or I have to slowly do it? So
From 300 to 1,200 would probably take about 7 to 10 days. If
you
you
can aggressively go up like that.
if you have enough creative. So like
Okay.
if you said, "Hey, I'm spending $300 a day and I have 3 creatives." Okay, cool. Well, we got to know we have to now batch film 9 more ads to get $1,200 a day.
Here's how many creators I have even now. I can pump out 10 creators a week. That's not the issue. I can
So
pump out
10 creatives a week. Yeah, bro, you can scale your spend an extra 1,000 a week off 10 creatives a week.
fuck my life. What are my guys doing?
That's easy because if you have 10 outputs per week, you're going to find 3 winners. 3 winners can spend $300 a day each, and they'll stay on the feed for a while because you're going to use Andromeda because you have broad targeting. You're going to let the ad level pick up everything.
And the thing is, our fulfillment, bro, with trading, it's not coaching. So it's just more people with the software that it mirrors our trading accounts to theirs proportionally. So it's all like we don't need fulfillment to be more dialed in. It's just
Now, the only thing I would say fulfillment wise though is that as you get more customers, does performance get diluted?
no, because it's
Okay.
it's automatic.
So then if performance doesn't get diluted, who takes the onboarding now? Is that you or someone else?
No, something else.
Okay. So if someone else takes it, that's where if I'm scaling, I'm replacing that person with a CSM. The CSM is now going to be incentivized based on base pay and commission to take the 7K buyer to the 14.
Right.
So his goal is not, yeah, let me just fulfill for the 7K.
Right.
His goal is to be like, and this is where I'll give you like one fucking hack is the price points are like doubled. So the way that I frame the second price is I say, hey, listen, you already paid me 7K. Our next tier is 21. I'm going to take the 7K you already paid off the 21, and then you can pay the 14.
Okay.
So you use the 7K as a credit, and then you use it to basically lay up to Ascension. If you get a CSM in there who's incentivized with base, or you give this guy who's really good, I assume he's good.
Yeah.
If you give him a percentage of the sale on the 14K, like that guy is going to be a monster. But then you have a new problem, which is key man risk. Which is key man risk. That guy's your onboarder and your CSM. So if he leaves, you're fucked. So now you either have to go from CSM to like, you have to go from the onboarder to the CSM and give the CSM their own role, and you train them in and you build a hiring funnel around both. When a business has key man risk, you have to build hiring funnels around key man risk.
Key man risk. I hear you now.
Yeah. So if you had like, let's say for example, you had one salesperson only, and you got off the phones, and that salesperson's a tank, and they come to you and they're like, dude, I don't want 15% anymore. I want 20. You kind of have to fold because then you don't want to take the phone calls anymore. But you want to have a hiring funnel. Like we have a hiring funnel for each position because I don't want a copywriter being like, yeah, I'm just going to leave. Or like, all right, well, we have 10 fucking applications that just came in the last hour, so we're fine. You don't want to have key man risk. So like when you're raising ad spend, the worst part is when businesses suffer from key man risk because they might have a solid team. They have a core team of 10 people and they're scaling their spend, right? Your revenue per employee is high. And then as soon as one person quits, you got a whole ad spend because now you have to fucking haul ass to find the person to then fill the gap. And now you're screwed. So that's the biggest problem that I see. That's why like when I hire closers and I hire setters, I'll spend the money and hire double the amount. So like when I hire setters, I'll hire 2 and I'm like, all right, one of you is not going to be an idiot. Because I don't want to pay both of you.
Right.
Like, so like, we just wanted 1 setter. I mean, not 1, excuse me. We wanted 3 setters. So I hired 6. 2 of them dropped off after they got the employee agreement. They said they wanted the job and they didn't want to wind up signing. And then the last person, we got him on role plays. We're like, this guy's a dork. So now we have 3 that are good.
I see.
So I just double hire so that I know like, you know, one of them is going to basically be a flop.
Yeah.
Because hiring's hard now, man. Like people do lie a lot on their fucking resumes and they look better than they are. Also, what we look for is like if you can't stay at your last position for more than 3 years, you're a hopper. So we just stay away from you, regardless of how good you think you are or how much pay you think you deserve. If you're a hopper, then get the fuck out. Like that's the biggest premise there. But yeah.
Right. One more thing on my business, and we'll jump back into
Okay.
later. When do you think I should start webinars on top of what I'm already doing, or do you think I should just scale or do it because this works?
So I always scale what you were currently doing, but I attach webinars when I am scaling the spend because now my CAC goes up and I have to build more trust and authority.
And webinar does not.
Yes.
That's obvious.
Yeah. Like, look at it this way. Someone clicks your ad, they go to a VSL. They basically watch your video for 1 minute to 2 minutes. Is that person really trust you yet? They click, they go to app, and then they go to calendar.
Depends how good the rest of your marketing is.
Depends how good. But there's still doubt and people have options. So they go there and they're like, okay, well, he's like, when they just see your ad, bro, they're just like, he's a traitor.
Right.
They're not sitting there going, he's X guy. That's tough. How do you build that? I would rather get someone to listen to me for 60 minutes on a webinar. And now they're sitting there going, I spent 60 minutes with him.
And you do it live every time.
Live every time. I spent 60 minutes with him. I now know him. I know I like him. And now I trust him because it is more value in content than a 30-second ad going to a VSL. 20% of your people drop off in the first 2 minutes of VSL anyway.
Tell me what you would do for me as a business owner who's already doing well. What would you do for the webinar? Is it all done for you, or like how does it work?
I mean, do you have an opt-in on your VSL?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Like they go to the page, the VSL's there, they opt in, you pull name, email, phone first, and they go to calendar.
Or they can book straight on calendar, or if
okay.
you don't want. Yeah.
So like, if I'm you, I'm basically hooking up Hyros. I'm hiring 2 setters. I'm hiring another closer. And then when I attach Hyros, I can cut 20% of your spend and get the same amount of revenue. And then what I'm doing is I'm getting you $1,000 a day in spend. And then I get you to about $1,500 a day in spend. You keep your ROAS. You hit like 350, 400K a month. And then all of a sudden, we're starting to see the law of diminishing returns on a book call funnel. And I'm like, all right, cool. Now we attach a webinar. And then what we do is the 2 salespeople can now take all their follow-ups that they have for the week, throw them on the webinar, and you're running ads to the webinar. While you're running ads to the webinar, you have your 2 setters calling all the webinar leads, and they're like, hey, just want to confirm you're coming to the webinar this Thursday, blah, 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 time. What made you inquire to join? Okay, I'm building rapport. If I can set this person before the webinar, I'm going to set them on the call with the closers. So now the closers never go hungry, and I'm able to consistently keep the calendar fill and keep my sales efficiency high. So that I'm not dealing with
closers and closing go to the webinar.
Yeah, worst case, bro. Worst case. And I'm building my email list faster. When you run a VSL, your cost per calls are $100. You get 3 leads a day. Yeah, fuck me. If I run a webinar and I spend $300 a day, in the trading space, I get about $3 to $4 a lead. You'll get 80 leads a day. You're building your email list at 36,000 people a year, and every single subscriber on your list on high ticket is worth $1.50 to $2 a month. So now that 36,000 person email list every single year is bringing you $75,000 a month, and it just fucking keeps going month after month. Well, that's what I would do.
I don't know where to go now. Okay. Let's talk about, I know you said as somebody who's spending $800K a month on ads and getting what, 1.8 back?
Yeah, about 1.8 to, if we count wires, like some clients wires, like 1.89.
1.9.
Yeah.
So a little over 2x at that spend level is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of results do you get for your clients?
So, based on the 90 plus niches that we worked in, we get about a 4x return. That's across, all those niches and verticals. But, that obviously varies based on product price. It varies based on sales cycle, and it varies based on their actual, lifetime value. But yeah, for every dollar that we seem to spend on multiple platforms, we get about 4x back.
That's really good.
It's not bad.
Really good.
It's not. Like, there's some niches that get higher ROAS. I got clients that get 30, 20, 10. I got
more or less.
Yeah, I got clients that get, 1.8. I got clients that get 2.2. Like, it's variable based on what the front end looks like.
Well, also what the offer is, right?
Yeah.
Like, for example, as somebody who started in the dating coaching space, which you probably didn't know, but you know Imad, right?
Yeah.
That's my word.
Yeah.
So anyways, the point is, that's a hard sell because people don't want to do the work. We know this.
Yeah.
So people are like, how could, when I was doing it, I was like doing 30K a month, net was like 15. And I did it for a year and I was like, damn, this is pulling teeth
Yeah.
to get a cheap Indian to realize he needs to do the work or he's paying prostitutes for his whole life.
Yeah.
That's a hard fucking settle. He's
It
not going to
is.
get it until it's so late. Now he's fully given up. Now
Yeah.
it's just take it.
I mean, the only problem is that you're selling a Patel. That's the other issue, bro.
Or a fucking,
Yeah.
yeah, the rest all other tags. Exactly. He owns a hotel, but he can't fucking get a girl to come to it. That's a bug. But yeah.
Oh shit.
So like there's
Do you like my girlfriend is a nutritionist and she sells a lot of like Patels and they are the worst, bro. Like she's like, yeah, you want to lose 40 pounds? Here's how to eat. And they're like, these exercises, these things are really hurting me. Can you do it for cheaper?
Can you for cheaper? Can you pull your wedgie out while you're in the union? I'm tired of that. I'm so tired. Where's some deodorant to get with us? Okay. Anyways, so there's dating, there's fitness, which is still hard.
Uh-huh.
I would say a little less hard than dating because at least people know fitness coaching exists. Meaning, like, if I go to the bar tonight and I'm like, hey, I'm a dating coach. If I just said that, they'd be like, a date? They wouldn't even know that's a thing. But if I say, yeah, I'm a fitness coach and nutritionist, oh,
Yeah.
sounds good. That's a normal thing to say.
Yeah.
I'm a trader. My neighbor wants it.
Yeah.
That's the difference. So I've realized the ascension. How did I go from dating coaching to trading? Well, my clients were traders for dating.
Interesting.
Nerds, computers.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
That is a good
transition
point.
Into
Yeah.
the highest level offer I've ever had. Now I have partners literally that work at Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, that are literally the greatest, and they manage my account too. We do it all together. The point is, the cheapest India throws 20 grand at me. Why? Because they cannot argue with the logic of my Robot account. They can't argue with it. They can look at it. They can say, "Ooh, is it AI?" I'll be like, "Let's do it live.
Yeah.
Let's show you live on the Zoom." Like they can't say shit. So, hopefully that fucking good viral shit. That was kind of good. I know that. Okay. I know you said you scaled what people are already doing first if it is working. Do you work with beginners? You can prefer to work with people already doing a certain amount?
We prefer to work with business owners who have a offer that is currently selling.
Okay.
Right. Someone who just has an idea or is like a thinker or like I'm launching this soon.
Yeah.
It's just like there's no market validation.
Sure.
And plus it's harder to pull those people's teeth to spend money.
Sure.
Because where there's no validation, there's uncertainty.
And they're,
right?
Yeah, they're not used to
like regardless of how good results I can show you, you still haven't sold the offer. So there's still doubt in the back of your mind. And that like friction on the front end is just like not worth my sales team's time. No.
Yeah. So what's in that? Like 10K a month, 5?
Yeah, anywhere from like 5 to 10K a month. You could spend $100 a day on ads. Like you believe in your business.
Yeah.
You know, you burned all the boats. Like you care. And I say that, and I know it sounds basic, but like most people don't fucking care enough.
No.
Like if I tell a business owner that makes 5 to 10K a month, most of them, I'll be like, listen, you got to have speed to lead or you hire a setter. Oh, well, that's expensive. I don't want to do it right now. All right, well, then you're going to be poor forever. Like, fuck it.
Go work in that butt.
Yeah, just go back to your job. Like, it's not for everybody, you know? So it's like, you know, if you're dedicated, you're willing to burn the boats, you do whatever it takes, you listen to what I say, like, you'll be fine.
Yeah. What are your, like, because I know what my goals are to an extent, like, in the sense of, hey, $1 million a month, I just want to hit it to say I did. Does the money from 800K a month to $1 million a month, does it change your life that much? No, we know this. What are your goals at this point?
I would say for me, I want to sit around like 25 to 35 million a year. That's like the first goal.
That's very specific. Why those numbers?
Because at some point we're gonna have to like fucking take what we have and change a lot of who we attract. I don't want to scale too fast, right? Because like once you get like with the way our business is set up right now, once I get to 25 to 35 million a year, we're gonna have to start attracting like a lot of corporate accounts. So a lot of the sales process and front end stuff is gonna have to change. Rev share stuff will have to change a lot of the structure to be able to even scale further. Like for me to keep servicing the clients that we service and get to 100 million a year doesn't exist. Like,
yeah.
Like it'd be so fucking hard, bro. I would literally have to, every single person that you see on the internet that's a podcast would have to be my client. Every single fucking human in the internet space would have to be my client in order for me to make 100 million a year.
Corporate accounts means like, give an example.
Like Chipotle.
Yeah.
basically like corporate accounts that are spending millions a month.
It's a different sales process.
Different sales process, longer sales cycle, fucking board of advisors, directors, finance, like.
Do you know how to break into that? Because as someone who used to sell enterprise software, I do, but it's very fucking hard.
Oh, it's hard. I mean, we have one enterprise account, which is Guaranteed Rate, which is a mortgage company. That's the only one. And that took me like fucking 8 months to close.
Parts of it.
It's so long, bro. There's so much red tape. So like that's something where it's a lot more like LinkedIn, cold outbound, like going to events, advisory boards that you can visit and go to. Like that's a whole other game. That's where like I would need to be, or like our sales team and myself, for me to prove the concept, would have to go on the road and go to events and like shake hands with old fuckers with no hair and like, basically, sell big deals. The other side of the business would have to be business dev. So like business dev. So like look at like Cardone. Okay. What they do is it's like, dude, it's such a great fucking sales cycle. But like you go from event, then you go to done for you, then you go to advisory. So like the way that they sell gets them to 300 million a year. Right? And it's just all like events. They run 150 events a year, and then they have a flagship product which is like the 360, which is a $40,000 event. It's 3 days. And then they have a $180,000 product, which is called Platform, right?
180 grand?
Yeah.
B2C.
Yeah. No, B2B. Yeah. So that's what we bought. And that's like where they reverse engineer the entire business over 18 months and like give you this like whole fucking game plan.
What stage should you buy that one?
I was at like, I don't know, like 400 grand a month.
And now you're at 8. Or no, sorry, now you're at 1.8.
Yeah. Like that thing was actually worth it.
Oh, okay.
And then there's the $400,000 program, which is Elite 125, which is like they take the top 125 business owners above 8 figures, and you basically are like a mastermind.
8 to 9. It's basically 8 to 9 figures.
And like that's where you're doing like a lot of like strategy, like M&A shit, which is what we're getting into. So like that's where like, at 25, I'll have enough cash to go buy like big, like I want to buy an SEO business. I don't want to, I don't want to fucking build an SEO company. I'm too tired for that shit. So let me just go buy it. Yeah.
I mean, Meta buying Instagram.
Yeah. So like, yeah, that's basically what I want to do. And then like, we'll buy, home service businesses, franchise them, shit like that. That's what I want.
On that. Okay. How do you diversify your income or not really? Is it all reinvesting in?
It's all Wojo Media. And then it's like, I have 4 real estate properties, nothing crazy. I don't do real estate much. I have friends who take all their cash and do it. I'm like, bro, you always want to have fucking cash on hand to like scale your business, but they don't fucking listen to me, but whatever. Like, yeah, I do real estate. I got Wojo Media. Then we have our event business, which is scale your ads. And then
No stocks.
No, I don't do stocks at all. No. The fuck else do I have?
Is the rental properties
really
for, because that income isn't much. So
mostly for taxes, bro.
Yeah,
it's all for taxes. Yeah.
All
it's
my
just
real
for
estate transfer is done indeed for taxes. This is my first year I'm getting, which is why I live here now. Okay.
And I only do seller financing because I get to negotiate a lot.
Talk about what seller financing is.
Like basically, you just don't deal with the bank. That's basically what it is. It's like if I have a house right now that I put an offer in yesterday. So it was 590,000, 1,000 square feet in Scottsdale. That's really fucking expensive price per square foot.
Wow.
And I was like, this lady's high. So, most of the banks are going to give me 7%, 6%. So I can go to her and it could be a verbal iMessage agreement. That's what seller financing is. But it's backed by like legality. It's backed by a balloon payment. So I'll tell her, listen, I told her I want 490 and I want to put 50K down. It's not what the bank agrees on, it's what the seller agrees on. So we're just bypassing the bank.
And then you're paying payments to her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
under her holding company. So like, basically then, she said to me, let's do whatever the fuck the interest rate was. I was like, let's do 5% below what the bank's going to give me. So she can give me a better interest rate, better down payment, no closing costs, small earnest money, and I can just buy the home, and then I just have to refinance it within 5 years. If I don't refinance within 5 years, then I have to buy the home in cash.
Gotcha. The 800K a month you're spending on ads, is that just Meta or is that other platforms?
So that's Meta, Google, and TikTok.
There you go.
No YouTube right now. No.
You just have to track it?
Well, no, that's actually wrong. I'm sorry. Like we run YouTube retargeting, but it's like such a small amount of money. It's like $75 a day, just like on a video pre-roll. That's all. So yeah,
I haven't gone to YouTube ads yet. I'm wondering why someone at your at your scale, it just isn't necessary.
it's harder on B2B. Like we have high ticket offers, man, but I'm just not willing to spend $1,000 a call when I'm getting 275 a call. Like, why the fuck would I spend $1,000 on a call? It's just harder on B2B, dude. Like YouTube is really B2C. Like you're trading, so like B2C would be good for YouTube. And it's like bizoppy and it's like make money. Like that would do well on YouTube. Like you would be fine. But me, it's B2B. It's a lot tougher B2B.
Uh, when it comes to my offer on that point, so if I have software that allows people to copy my trades without working hard, and my trades work, and they will work, and they will keep working, but the strategy is not good, can do I have a 9-figure business potential because the fulfillment is like that, or do you think it caps it like a Mila?
It won't cap unless you do licensing.
You know,
So like you can go to financial wealth firms and sell your LLM.
I don't believe that.
You don't. Even if
I
you
can
got
offer
royalties off the trades. Like if you went to, let's say you went to a financial firm that's managing a fucking $10 billion and their clients are profiting X amount of money. And they're like, hey, we'll give you like 80 basis points on all of our trades. You know, that's probably like
so it's almost like gym launch, but for my shit. Is what you're saying.
basically, yeah. Like I would do licensing. Also, do you charge reoccurring on the software?
Yeah,
What is it?
same thing.
It's 7,000 a month?
No.
Oh,
6 months.
okay. So 7,000 months. Okay. How many? So you got to look at your numbers. How many? Like what percentage of them re-sign after 6 months?
Um, most. I mean, 80 to 90%. I would
Okay.
say 20% of our clients give up, or like don't have enough to play with, so the
Okay.
gains aren't like.
So then you have to look at what's next. So like, okay, if they're making money trading, what do they now want help with? And
They
this
want
is
to keep making money trading.
not all of them. Think about what, like if I'm you, I would buy something right now. I would find somebody who's like a small fish in a big pond, and I would buy like a tax advisory firm, and I would help all my clients save money on their capital gains, and that's what I would do. So I would M&A a tax firm, and then I would do that instead. So like now you're making money on that, and it's like a partner company, but you just call it like whatever tax, whatever your business's name is, then the word tax. And then the third thing is okay, you're making money in futures. Where else do you want to make money?
Go on, make money options, but yeah, go.
Okay, options, sorry. So if it's options, where else do I want to make money if I'm making money from trading and I want to escape capital gains? Real estate. So now you create a real estate like syndicate and you basically go find deals for your clients. And I would just build like that, bro. Like that's what Cardone did. You have all these biz dev people and they're like, I want to make more money. So then what did they come out with that I pay every single month for? An entire accounting department. So now they do the accounting for all my QuickBooks and all the shit that I'm doing. And like they have all these different companies that they bought that now service our business. AI solutions, fucking all this shit, dude. They sell it and they buy it because they know that it's a problem that the clients have.
I got it. Okay.
Also, you just said something that's like you said it before. You said, oh, well, I used to do dating coaching and they were all traders. Why don't you just sell that on the back end again and just put a coach there instead?
Dating for dating.
Just do it again, but you're reversing the cycle.
Ooh.
Like, why not just scoop up all the people who are not making money with trading and now they're like, okay, well, I make money now. I want to get laid. I don't know how to. And you don't make the money again.
I don't know what I think. Well, I'll tell you why I didn't, and this is probably limiting belief because I was like, okay, like this is good, and like I don't want to like confuse people about my brand, but they can go together.
They can.
They can.
I mean, they can.
I'd be the first to do
And
it.
the other thing I would probably release is a SaaS, like a trading tool. Like a trading tool for sure. Yeah.
I can have all this shit going South Pants if I do red.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like if you go to Biz Buy Sell, you can buy an accounting office in like fucking 30 days.
Well, my CTA does all this shit. You fucking run all right now.
Well, I wouldn't want to do it as an affiliate. I would want to own it.
Oh no.
Like I would want to literally have an office that says Wojo Tax, and everybody there is my CPA. I'm not white labeling. I'm not affiliating. I want to own it because let's say, for example, you want to sell it. You go to a PE firm. You're like, yeah, I have a tax firm and I have a real estate syndicate. Whatever one is the best or whatever one gets the most like high end traffic, that is going to be the multiple. So now I get the multiple from all 4 businesses. You get a fatter exit that way.
Bro, there's so much games I did not expect this. This is great. Um, Take a second. Anything else you feel like we have to cover? I've got more, but
No.
I asked all
You're
the
good. Yeah, you're good.
editor, clearly take this out. Like if you didn't get, like, please don't include that mumble that we just did. All right. A lot of people don't know when to focus on organic, and we see people that go like post every day and do this organic thing. For me, what I've seen is if your ads don't work, organic doesn't really matter. Am I wrong?
I mean, organic's just a supplement.
Right.
So, like, when you're running ads, you can see if your offer is scalable or not, if it has validation. As soon as the offer has validation on cold, then you go into organic because now it's the supplement to build more trust.
Yes.
So, like, you know, that's where you start building out a content machine. You find an editor, video person, start getting scripts, start filming, go on podcasts, etc. But, like, I would never do organic before paid.
No.
I would do them simultaneously as soon as my market is validating my offer.
Yeah.
Right? Because now if I go to the cold traffic market and I start selling, now I have cash. Now I'm like, okay, people want my offer. Now I can go pay the editor this. And now I can go do this. The problem that I see with people on organic is that they do it when they don't make much money. So when they do and they don't have much money, they're like, well, you don't make any money. What fucking advice are you going to give me? Second is the editing is usually dog shit because they're broke, so they buy the cheapest option. So now the brand's getting pushed, at least trying, and no one trusts you more now because the edits were done by, you know, a guy in a bunker on Fiverr. You know, like, that's not going to do well. But instead, I would be like, all right, well, I'm making $20K a month now. Let's go on podcasts. I can afford to travel. I make $20,000 a month. I can afford to pay $175 per video to edit it because I'm not broke anymore. Now everything that gets pushed is like quality.
How do you like pick editors? Like, do you? I know you did this trial thing where you like talk about that. That's weird.
So, like, what I do is when I'm doing editors, like, I will basically hire 5. Editors are cheaper. So I'll hire 5 and I get all their videos. Like, I'll consume the, what do you want to call it? I'll consume the spend of them. Okay. Now, like, when I'm having 5 editors at once, I'll take all the videos and I post them all and I just see which one does better. Right. But then I also look at brand. So, like, you know, like, if one video had really good editing, but it flopped, like, I might, like, I'll keep that person on because the editing is like, it's good for brand and authority and trust. Right. But, like, if you misspell words or use B-roll that's fucking stock, like, we just stopped that this week. So all of my B-roll that you see on some of my reels, we're not going to be using stock anymore. I was talking to one of my mentors. He's like, yeah, dude, like, you should probably cut out the stock shit because you have so many B-roll clips. Just, like, place that instead. And he's like, the only reason why you put stock there is because your editors are too lazy. So then I went to them, I'm like, hey, listen, like, here's how the views and the payment's going to go now if you don't use B-roll. And everyone's now fucking editing with B-roll. Right? Because I'm like, I want to up the brand a lot more too. Because I'm doing all these podcasts and doing all this shit. I'm like, all right, we're not doing this like stock B-roll crap anymore. Like, I have so many clips on my iPhone or clips at events or clips with camera or whatever. So we could just like find them through Google Drive folder.
Have you had anything go viral, or is it more just like it just keeps building trust because you're spending so much pay ads on pay?
Most of the content we do now is just like, I like to have like high level advice. Higher level advice, less views, better people watching.
Better people watch.
Like, dude, like that one thing that I just talked to you about where I'm like, I would buy a tax for a due date. Like, fucking people who are broke are going to sit there and go, oh, this kid's full of shit. But the people who make money are like, that's fucking smart as fuck.
Of course.
So, like, I want to appeal to people who are smart, not like the idiots. Like, I don't want to make content anymore where I'm like, here's why you can't buy a McLaren. Like, I'm just attracting literally people who can't even fucking handle air. Like, it's like they use inhalers. Like, I don't want to market to them. I want to market to people who are like, all right, like, here's how to double your show rates in the next 24 hours. Like, I want people who are more like, okay, like, this is for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, that's the thing I want to hear. Exactly.
Yeah. Like, and we've seen the lead quality jump, like, drastically by me simply doing that. So it's been good brand wise. Like, I don't want to get more views. Like, on my YouTube channel on long form, we get 300 views on a YouTube video.
And it's insane. And you make 1.8 million a month.
Yeah, but
it's absurd.
The value I give in there is only for a certain crowd.
For 300 people, that makes sense.
Yeah, for 300 people, it makes sense. And we get a lot of good leads from there. Like, bro, we had a lead yesterday. came on the call. He like, cause I'm keeping track of it because I just want to see like where the fuck my content's going. But this guy came on the call and like piffed in 15 minutes.
Mm.
He spent 18K. He's like, yeah, I watched like 4 of his videos last night. I binged. Like, I'm ready to fucking
Yeah,
go.
because long form is long form. It builds trust, bro. It's crazy because, bro, there's two types of people in the world. There's business owners that make content, and then there's influencers with no business.
Yeah,
These influencers have views, but have no context and monetization. And it's funny, what I've noticed is when I like try to collab with influencers with no business, they kind of like brush me off because they're genuinely don't know how to make money. So they don't know that what I'm offering
because
them
they don't have
is
business acumen.
business acumen.
See, they get views and they start doing streaming and Kick, but they don't know how to fucking run a business.
Yeah.
They're like,
They
oh,
always
well,
make so much less than me.
yeah. They're like, oh, I'm a goofball and I go on Kick and I just do IRL streams.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you got to run a fucking business, bro. Because what if Kick shuts you down tomorrow? How much money you make? Zero. That's key man risk. That would scare the shit out of me, bro.
Yeah. Because you're the influencer.
Like, that's why Mr. Beast made the candy brand. He did the shows because he's like, bro, if YouTube fucks me tomorrow, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
So he had to build his other assets out. And then he's got the burger business. Like, he was smart by using the attention and then turning into real currency that was a real business. Not just like I have friends who are like, oh, I get paid $20,000 a month. I have a friend who, I don't know why I brought up 18, but he told me, he was like, oh, I make $18 a month, $18,000 a month from YouTube. I'm like, cool, I make 200. And he's like, well, dude, like, this is sustainable. I'm like, bro, if they fucking flag your videos tomorrow, like, you're fucking fucked, dude.
All
like,
the Frank, you remember all the Frank videos with Batali and Limitless EXP,
Yep.
those guys? I was watching those in college. They're all broke now.
Yeah.
That
And he's in prison right now, I think, by Tally.
Batali is.
I think he is.
He lost it mentally, though. I think he got so rich and so drugged out, something happened.
Yeah, something did.
But that whole prank genre got demonetized on YouTube.
Like, they look at Nell. What's that? Nell, the whole thing happening with them.
Yeah, Nelk
Oh,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, Nelk, like, Kyle wasn't making money from YouTube. He was making money from the merch and then making money from Happy Dad.
Is this that?
Like, they make more money from Happy Dad than they ever made in their entire lives.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because as soon as Kyle, I don't know what happened primarily, but I saw that like, I saw that 2 people got like dropped from their team, Steve's going at him and all this stuff. I have a feeling that I feel like because he was making so much money, he's like, I don't want these partners anymore like I thought I needed because I'm making so much fucking money.
Yeah.
You know? And let's be real, dude. A lot of these streamers, man, they're like really weird goofballs personally.
Yeah, of course they are.
You know, the way they live their lifestyles, the drinking, the fucking drugs, the women, it's like what you see on camera is not always what you get.
Yeah, these guys all flip pretended.
Like, let's be real, dude. Would you take your parents out to dinner to have dinner with Steve? Will do it.
No.
No, because he's gonna say some stupid shit at the table.
Yeah. Because he's used to
Stupid.
talking to a camera with no real feedback.
Well, also the way like he's got the big diamond chain. It's like a
Right.
fucking
It's
goofball,
absurd,
bro.
absurd.
Looks like a goofball.
And he attracts you don't attract. basically.
Yeah, I don't want any of those. Oh my god, no, bro. Those are the guys that do shotguns in the middle of a fucking strip mall. I mean,
That's
like
right.
I don't want those kind of people.
I don't
Yeah.
want to be an influencer. I realized I used to think I had to go viral to do the numbers that I'm doing. And I'm like, oh no, you just need to be a business owner.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Well, because it's more about trust now.
Right.
People liked virality back then because they were like, oh, like you went viral. You're so cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, like you're not buying shit from me though.
Right.
Like you're gassing me up. Have you bought anything?
Right.
Oh, so you're broke. Wrong audience. But people liked it for the ego stroke. They're like, oh, I can get 1 million views here, 1 million views there. Like, bro, I barely check our views now. I'm more focused on long form YouTube. I don't give a fuck what Instagram's doing, bro. I'll get like 100K views on a video. I'm like, dude, like, none of them fucking bought anything. Like, let's go to YouTube. Like, it's just there to stay relevant. But yeah.
Yeah. YouTube is my next thing. I'm working with somebody right now. Because like when people watch me on pause, that's when the trust is built because they can see business acumen. What are you looking for?
Yeah.
You're looking for people that make sense to work with. That's it. Last thing, and then I want to talk a little bit well, what you can do for people today, where they can find you. First question though is, you kind of, I mean, 1.8 mil a month. You have the cars, you can fly first class, you can kind of do what you want to do. Is there anything that you want monetarily or like do you care about anything that you don't have yet or not?
Not really, man. That only thing that I would want is just a plane.
Your own shit, yeah. You want to buy it.
Yeah, I want to buy a plane.
Nobody
That's
else.
the only thing.
Y'all hasn't already.
I have a bow. It's just a small 25-footer.
Yeah.
But like, I don't need a fucking boat.
Yeah.
I'm in Arizona. Like, I'm gonna drive that thing in a lake. Like,
Yeah.
that's just absurd.
It's no fun.
I would want that, and then I would want like a nice high rise in New York City.
Okay. Why don't you? Or just because you live in Arizona?
It's expensive as fuck, dude.
Oh, you want to buy it?
Yeah, I want to buy a.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't want
Oh,
to.
the whole high rise?
I want to buy like a high rise penthouse, basically like a $5 to $10 million apartment in like New York City. Like that's basically what I want. I don't want to rent because the rent would be like $60,000 a month. Like that's just fucking dumb.
And you want to live in New York again?
I really like New York City,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I like the cigar lounges. I like the people. I like the rush. I like the food is fucking amazing. Unfortunately, the politics were shit. But like, and the comedy clubs are nice, and they always have something to do there. There's always something new to do, bro. You can never get bored or tired in New York. I lived there for 19 years, and I used to go to the city very periodically. I never like went somewhere, and I was like, I've been here before.
Right.
There's always something new there.
You need real bread to enjoy.
Yeah, you need real bread to enjoy New York. Yeah, like to enjoy it. I'm talking like fucking, high rise restaurant, tables, bottle service. Like you really gotta have money.
Yeah. Cool. What are you giving away today, or like where can people find you?
Yeah. So, if they go to my Instagram, do you have like a short name or just your full name?
Mine?
Cam, or do
Yeah,
you?
Cam.
Okay. So what we'll do is if you go to Instagram, and I don't know if you went by Cameron.
Yeah, Cam.
Okay. So if they go on Instagram and they go to @theJasonWojo, they can just DM me the word Cam, KAM, and then I will shoot you over my free webinar kit where you could basically take this document and you could take all the SOPs, the templates, everything that I've used to build webinars and plant it inside of your Go High Level account and start running your own.
Yeah, and guys, for you that are watching and you're like thinking, Cam, why did you do this interview? I did for 2 reasons. The reason I do podcasts is simply to create good content that is valuable for my viewers. And this is somebody that is valuable to my viewers because this is what real business acumen looks like. So understand all the questions that I ask that are going to literally take me from 7 figures to 8 figures as long as I execute. It's because of this conversation. So I hope you took value out of this. Be Jason Wojo. You know where to find them. Talk to you soon.
Peace.
Cheers.